So you might be wondering how I got here. Last week I started feeling this growing pain directly on my panty line. Yes, it gets more TMI. This isn't new. I get these surface bumps all the time. I get them here, and here.
Did you see that? Oh my god, in the name of BTS.
I thought this was gonna be every average show that grows on my body. Little did I know I was going to war. This little cute underneath the surface bump got larger and larger, and by day 5, a boil as big as Mount Everest.
I don't with you.
It felt like that, but realistically probably a little bit under the length of my pinky. Pinky, guys. Yep, you guessed it. It was forming the Great Wall of China against my fly trap of my bajingo. At times, I didn't even know what was what anymore. The only way to differentiate one side of the fly trap to the boil was that it looked saggy, like a sag, when the head was not flaring up. It was unbearable. I couldn't walk. I couldn't sit too long. I would lay on my stomach for relief, then strain my back too extensively, flip over, and instantly the fire climbed up my whole right cheek. It was like borderline hanging on the edge of my fly trap to the tippy bottom of my crack. As a record, the worst place you could ever get it. Like, I've dealt with these since my teenage years. 80% of you are like, dude, stop complaining and just go to the derm. And 20% of you sympathize with the fact that going to the doctors is a petrifying fear and would rather suffer until it flushes itself out to avoid contact with the doctor's office. Alright? Plus, it's embarrassing. Who wants to open up their hoo-ha, get poked by a needle, and erupt a volcano that's perfectly capable of erupting in due time? I know I should go. I'm just not conditioned that way, even though it's the right way. I need to grow up. After a couple days, actually just one day, of my angel-like boyfriend nursing me in bed, flipping me over, changing my towel, supplying heat compresses, caregiving the shit out of my ass, literally, we had the talk about our health. In essence, I am miserable.
My health is crumbling. My hormones imbalanced. Tired all the time. I can't focus on a task without multiple breaks. I eat way too much unintentionally and intentionally. I'm stuck inside all day, barely exercising, at least not consistently. I can't stick with the routine. I'm breaking out all over my body, especially the belly and that area. My immune system, I don't know, do I even have one?
I'm just exhausted. My body is screaming at me.
I know we hit peaks and valleys, but in the past month, I've been very cozy in this valley. You've seen this cycle before, I'm aware. But when things like this happen, I tend to challenge this energy onto me and you because we're not perfect. I have for a time vacillated between telling you this or not because some of you guys think it's just easy to just eat right and go exercise. I was once that know-it-all cookie too. Like, quit the crying and just go do it. Absolutely not. You don't get to say or decide that. You don't get to tell an anxious person, stop being anxious. A depressed person, stop being depressed. A thin person, to eat more. Let alone a bigger person, to just go to the gym and work out. Oh my god, so easy. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but you don't get that privilege. So for all the toxic gym rats, please, in the comments, why are you on YouTube? Why are you being lazy? Don't you have more protein powder to stuff up your pepperoni or something? Exactly.
Man, I sat ruminating on diet culture again, and it sucks. Sucks wings.
When I was at my skinniest, I was so happy with how I looked physically, but I was miserable, especially on how I got there and kept it there.
The things I ate or didn't eat to keep my body image favorable, I feel sad for her.
I don't know how many times I'm gonna have this awakening call though to finally change my shit, and now gaining all the weight back. Isn't it ironic how miserable I am again?
You never win. You cannot win this game. You can't beat the system, society. And someone said this in the comments on my TikTok. If this is not proof that it's all in your mind, it's a mindset, then I don't know.
There's really just one escape. 3 letters. Starts with a B, ends in an L. Haven't we all thought about it at least once in our lifetime? Or maybe more. Like 365 days.
I like to say that this boil became my turning point or my boiling point. Get it. Trust me, I was not laughing 2 days ago. I made a promise to take care of my body, not for aesthetics, but for my health. Because I know deep down, something is wrong health-wise. All my life for 28 years, actually, like my teens to adulthood, I've never gotten a checkup, no blood work, no physical exam. I haven't even got my pap smear. I've avoided for so long to seek a physician because it's obvious. Out of sight, out of mind. What a scintillating feeling to just be oblivious until you actually get this epiphany. I should do it for my health. Wow, sudden realization.
Isn't that something you're told all your life? A no-brainer? It's just I never actually cared for it or noticed its impact or how much magnitude it carried. The word health is too accessible. What do we do with accessible information, humans? human, we don't care for it. It's too obvious, it's too overly saturated that it just doesn't hold any meaning anymore. It's marketed to us on cereal boxes, healthier for the heart, to organic superfood powder, to alternative chickpea pasta that's kind of good, not gonna lie, and these like beautiful Instagram baddies, TikTok baddies, like they've all do this whole same routine of green powder, overnight oats, gym and stuff, and saying that doesn't push me to want to do it. Honestly, not to say I'm a salty person, being on the other side of the spectrum where you're not that perfect 5'8", size 4 chickadee, you're seeing someone who looks like me, that's what's gonna make me want to do it. Losing weight for your health, that phrase has just become meaningless, at least up until now.
High blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, all runs in my family. My parents have it. My dad died from it. His diabetes led to multiple strokes, like 2, and essentially killed him, so yeah.
How is that not enough for me? How is that not a big enough reason for me to do this?
I'm gonna do this for me. I'm gonna do this for my dad. I want to be able to pass his age of death at 63 and say, I beat ya. Sucker.
I don't know the future and I have no control of what's to happen in my old age, but I have control of now. I just don't want to be sorry for myself later on in life and regret that I could have done better when I was younger. I mean, I feel like that already thinking about my early 20s. I really just don't want to regret it. And I know it's not going to be easy. I know that sustainability is definitely my biggest enemy. But when all these feelings are boiling to the surface within me, why not challenge it? And why not use my voice? You just never know when your last breath is gonna be. Not to make it sound emo, but my sister died 2 years ago and she too had health problems, and that needs to be put into perspective. For me at least. Honestly, in all the weight loss videos that I've done on this channel, I truly just cared about my physique and I only cared about how I look. Sure, I bluffed around health because yeah, it does improve losing weight as a whole. I want it to be different this time.
I need a change, and I hope this pushes you to change too. If it's for anything, let it be your health.
Even if you tried, you wouldn't